Hey guys. Okay, I want to make sure I'm in the right group. So let me just double check because it's never fun to be going live in the wrong group. Okay, looks like I'm going live in the right group, which is perfect. Okay, so today I'm going to be walking you guys through a live hustle hour. So we're going to be just basically jamming out and having a work session together. I'm not going to play music during this, but if you are doing it, following along with me, feel free to play music for yourself if you want to, or if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments. But I'm going to keep it, it'll be under an hour, and we're going to just walk through what I do in a day in my hustle hour, which is basically we're going to be following. Hey, Lizelle, we're going to be following the business activity tracker. So please make sure you have your business activity tracker out. I also have my notebook out because I like to write names down in here. And then whatever tracking method you use, whether it's pen and paper or Google Streak or whatever it is, just make sure you have that with you whenever you're doing your hustle hour and you're sitting down to work so that people aren't falling through the cracks. But I wanted to first just say, like, you guys, we only have 2 more weeks after this Thursday left in this group. And there are so many of you that I know are going to advance your business. And we still have time, you guys. So if you're sitting there and you're like, we are, maybe last month wasn't the best month for you. Maybe you didn't hit your goals last month. You know what? We all fail and we all fail forward, and that is all that matters. I'm going to tell you guys honestly that, it drives me absolutely nuts when people say that it's a hard month and everyone's saying no and they just decide that it's a hard month, because I really think it's in your mind. And yes, we're going to have ebbs and flows in our business, and there are going to be times that business is high and there's going to be times that it's not quite as much. But we also are sowing, or we're reaping what we sowed 3 to 6 months ago. And then especially in our conversations, it's what happened 2 weeks ago. So, you got to think about that and look at where you were. I know that last month, I was at a place where I was feeling stuck as far as Success Club, but then I looked back, like, what was 2 weeks ago? What was I doing? And 2 weeks ago, I was on the cruise. So I wasn't putting in as much work. So I wasn't getting as much out in return 2 weeks later, when I was pushing for Success Club. So my goal last month was Success Club 50. Did I hit that? No. Did I come anywhere close? No. But did I give up on it? Absolutely not, you guys. And it's the beginning of a new month, so you have plenty of time. But don't look at that as, oh, I have plenty of time. Treat today like it's the last day of the month. Treat today like it is the last day of this Diamond Dash, and that you need to hit Diamond today. Okay, treat every day like that, and then you will start to see your business compound and grow exponentially over time. So last month, I just want to I'll jump into this in a second, but you guys, I went from Success Club 18 to Success Club 30 in 2 days. 2 days. So Saturday, I was on a retreat at the end of the month, and I was stuck at Success Club 18. I had been there for like a whole week, and I just could not get forward. And instead, leading up to that, I was getting a little frustrated, and I started to see myself start to think negative thoughts, start to, have those sorry, I can't talk today, those doubts and those fears and those things creep up in my mind. And I decided at that moment, you know what, Cassidy, you have 2 decisions right now. You can either decide to let this be your story, let this be, let those fears, let those doubts, let that inner mean girl take over, and you can continue to feel frustrated and put negative energy out there, and that is what you will continue to get in return. Or you can decide that you're going to do this no matter what, and that you have lives to change, and remind yourself why you started this, and switch your mindset around and decide to be positive, decide to show up with confidence and energy as if you were at your Success Club goal. Let me ask you a question. How would you show up differently in your business today if you were already at Success Club 50? Would you show up frantically, feeling desperate, trying to get people to sign up? Or would you just show up excited and passionate and full of energy and confidence because you've already helped 25 people and you are freaking have a gift to share and you're pumped about it and you feel amazing because you're rocking your journey? I bet you would show up a lot differently today when you're inviting people and when you're sharing on your stories and in your posts if you were already at your goal for the month. So why don't we show up like that every single day, no matter where we are, and just have the belief and the confidence that we're going to get there no matter what? Because I promise you, it takes just that one decision of, it's not enough to just believe that it's possible. It's not enough to just believe that you can hit Success Club 50, but you don't know if you will. That's not going to make it happen. What's going to make it happen is you deciding whatever your non-negotiable is, that you 100% are going to do it, and you believe inside of you that that is happening no matter what. And I looked at where I was and I said, you know what? I haven't hit 50, that's for sure. I'm at 18. My non-negotiable was 30 last month. I had 50 as a goal. I was at 18 and I said, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to change 15 lives, no matter what. And in 2 days, I went from 18 to 30 because what I did was I sat down, I made that mindset shift, and then right here, you guys can see it, I wrote down a list of 15 spots. I had 15 clients and 15 coaches, which some are both if they sign up as a coach. But I wrote down those 15 spots. I filled in who I already had, and then I went on a mission to fill those other lines. And because that was my goal and my focus every day, for those 2 days, I opened up this notebook and I was like, who's going to be spot number 10? Who's going to be spot number 11, 12, 13? And guess what? It just started happening because I switched that mindset belief from, I don't know if I can do this, or I know it's possible, but I don't know if it is for me, or whatever it may be, to I'm freaking doing this and I'm going to go find these 15 people and I can't wait for them to join me. And this is the kind of results they're going to get. And they're going to fall in love with this group. And I just can't wait to reach out and find these people that are going to fill these spots that I'm going to change their life. So I wrote down those spots and I didn't stop until I filled them. And then guess what? 2 days later, I hit Success Club 30 and I hit my goal and I continued on and added even more. But if I had not made that shift, I would have never gotten there. And then I also want to share with you guys, you can't just get discouraged by the no's or the not right no's. Okay. If you're talking to enough people, you won't have time to get worried about the no's and the not right nows. It happens when we're only talking to the same few people over and over and over, and we get caught up on them. I had 14 share carts last month that I sent out that did not get completed. 14 share carts that did not get completed. So that would have been my, my Success Club 60 if all of those got completed. But that's not a controllable. That's not something I can control. But I could control the amount of invites I sent, the mindset shift I made, and the fact that I decided to believe that it was happening and that it was possible for me and that it was going to be my story and I was going to do it no matter what it took. Didn't matter if it meant I was staying up late. Didn't matter if it meant I was getting up earlier. I was doing it. So you guys got to make that mindset shift and change it from just believing you can to knowing it will happen. Okay, so we're going to jump into this. I'm going to pull my timer up right now. Okay, let's see. Timer. Okay, so we are going to spend the first 10 minutes. Actually, okay. Sorry, I switched this. I just like to get the hardest thing done first. And I find that most people struggle to get their inviting done. And that's the thing that they want to put off to the end. So I like to do it first so I get it out of the way. So we're going to spend the first 15 minutes sending invites. And this can be from Facebook or Instagram. I work my business primarily on Instagram. So I will be sending my invites from Instagram, and I'll be sending them from people that are liking, commenting on my photos, on my posts, watching my stories, or following me. Okay, I don't consider it cold market. If they're in my business, they're in my business. Like, it's not cold market. They're following me for a reason, and they deserve to be invited to this freaking party, you guys. Like, I would be disappointed if I didn't get an invite to the party. So We're going to spend the first 15 minutes inviting, and I want you guys to know that, you have to do an invite that works best for you. You can say something like, "Hi, Sally, happy Tuesday. I just wanted to thank you for following along on my journey or following along on my stories. I really appreciate the support. I'm not sure if you saw that I just opened up a couple more spots for my virtual gym or my boot camp, whatever you call it. I'd love to have you in there and crush our goals together. Is this something you'd be interested in getting more info on?" Like something super simple, you guys. Keep it really simple. "Hi, Sally. Happy Tuesday. Saw you've been watching my stories. Thanks for following along. Not sure if you catch that I just opened up spots in my virtual gym. I was wondering if you would like to get some more info and crush our goals together." Like something super duper simple, you guys, whether you're inviting to boot camp or coaching opportunity. Since it's the beginning of the month, I like to focus on the boot camp until I hit my Success Club goal and get to where I need to be there. And then I kind of focus a little bit more on coaching. I still do send coaching invites every day because it's important and you need to move your business forward. But my focus today, right now with you guys on here, is going to be sending bootcamp invites. You can send whatever invites you need to send. If you are pushing for diamond on Thursday, then girlfriend, like maybe you have some coaching invites you need to be sending, and maybe you're running a sneak peek you need to be talking about. So we're going to spend the first 15 minutes right now. I'm about to set the timer, and we are going to invite, okay? If you guys have any questions, like feel free to drop them in the chat. I love interactive calls, so please shoot me some hearts, shoot me some thumbs up, shoot me whatever, is going on in here. If you have questions, if you are watching the replay, #replay. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. So 15 minutes, I'm starting the timer right now, and we are going to bust out these invites. Ready, go. So again, these are people watching my stories, people liking or commenting on my posts, and people following me. And you guys, these don't need to be complicated. Like just copy, paste, go. You can add in their name if you want. However, talk to people how you would talk to them. If you don't speak the way I speak, like Rachel says hi or hey sister a lot, that's not my terminology. It's not my voice, so I wouldn't say that, or it's not going to make sense to people. I personally don't like hey girls, but that's my opinion. So send a message in the same voice that you would speak to your best friend. Also, I want to say that I like to just bust through as many as I can. You're not answering messages right now. If someone responds, you're not responding to that right now. You're just sending invites. Whatever tracking method you use. I personally like to invite and get them all out, and then I will write their names down. And I use Google Streak, but I use my notebook to track how many invites I got. If you write their names down and do the circle highlight stuff, that's cool. Whatever you do, just make sure you're tracking in some fashion. I like to put them in my Google Streak once they're interested and want more info, and then I just like to write down in my notebook so I know how many I got in. But I like to do that after I finish the invites so that I'm not spending time going back and forth and back and forth. And if you guys have any questions, like feel free to chat them in as we go. But you guys are rock stars, so I expect you know how to already follow your business activity tracker. And I'm just going to say during this, we're not going to be like reading personal development, making posts, and working out and all that because obviously, like you should be doing those things anyways. So we're just going to focus on the activities that will move your business forward. So anyone hopping on, we are inviting right now. We're almost done inviting. You guys should be able to get like a lot of invites out when we do this. I want you guys to drop in how many invites you sent. We're about to end in 5 seconds. Okay. Timer is up. I want you guys to drop in how many invites you sent. I got 24 done in that 15 minutes, so doesn't need to take a lot of time. Okay. And then the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to spend 10, no, we're going to spend 15 minutes connecting and engaging with people. So whether you do the 5-3-1 method and you go like 3 to 5 posts, comment on 1 or 2, and then message them or ask them a question. If they have stories, I like to reply to people's stories. I just find like that's an easy way to connect. So a little tip for you guys, if you go to your Instagram and you scroll all the way over on your stories, like at the top, if you scroll all the way over, these are people's stories that you probably don't watch as often. The first ones that pop up are going to be the people's stories that you watch like all the time. So if I scroll all the way over, and I will go through and just reply to people's stories, because these are people in my network already following me. They're actively using Instagram, which is something I want. So it's going to get me into their inbox faster that way. And then I will go to their page and just like go ham liking some of their photos so that my name's popping up like all over their notifications. And then you can comment. And if you want to, when you comment on someone's photo, make sure that you're like saying something genuine and that you're just saying at least like 5 words. Because if you just comment cute pic or like nice hair, Instagram doesn't treat that like it's a real connection, and it's not going to get you the kind of activity that you want. So in order to get the activity you want, make sure that you're commenting like at least 5 words when you comment. And you can go to your followers and you can connect with people that way. And then we're going to be expanding our network after this. So right now you're just liking and commenting and engaging with the people that are already following you, that are already in your network. They're already sitting at your table. You need to take care of them. So go to your followers or go to the end of your stories, watch their stories, reply to them. Go like and comment on their photos and just blow up their notifications with you so that they come back and they start watching your stories, and now you can invite them and hopefully have them become a potential client. So, okay, we're going to spend the next 15 minutes doing that. Ready, go. And again, if you guys have questions or anything, let me know in the comments. 15, 22, wow, way to go, girls. 15, 22, and 15. See, you guys, 15 minutes, 15 invites, like you're going to get faster as you go, but that is awesome. And if you spend more time, if you do this again later, you can do another chunk of inviting and get even more out. So for example, this girl just posted like a really delicious food on her Instagram story, and I was like, oh my God, yum, like OMG yum with a drooling face. And I was like, what is that salmon recipe? Just be natural, you guys, because that looks bomb, and I actually want to know what that recipe is. Sorry. My fiance was stop calling me. Just making sure there wasn't any questions. If you just hopped on, we are engaging with our followers right now, liking and commenting and just engaging. If you're on Facebook, you can also send birthday messages, which is a great engagement. I still utilize both platforms for sure. I think you're missing out if you're not. Okay, so we're gonna spend the last like 10, almost 15-ish minutes expanding our network. So you guys can go to your profile. Okay, so you can go to your profile and then you can go to your followers or people you're following and click on one of them. I've tried like going to bloggers and stuff like that, but I personally find that it works better if I go to like, someone I'm already talking to or like friends with or whatever, just more of like a normal person, I guess, on my followers. And I go to their followers and I just like go in a rabbit hole and I go to their followers and their followers and their followers. And then I'm just doing the same thing. I'm liking, commenting, and engaging, or I'm following them so that hopefully they will come follow me back. You can also go to locations. So if you have like a coffee shop nearby, or sorry, I had to text my fiance back. If you have a coffee shop nearby you that you like to go to, or you have a maybe a boutique or a store that you go to, you can go to that location on Instagram and you can see who has been there, who has posted, and you can go find people there as well. Another option is hashtags, but I personally don't find as much luck with hashtags just because I think a lot of people, you have to be careful with what hashtags you're going to. But you can find people there. So in different seasons of life you're in, I'm in, preparing for weddings. So I will do a lot of like wedding related hashtags and try to find new people there. You can go to like the college you went to, different things like that. If you have an eyelash person or a hair lady, go to their page, go to their followers. You can go to their recent posts, see who was liking it, see who was commenting, because that means those are going to be active people. So you can go there and find people to follow. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes and we're going to go ahead and do that the last 10 minutes. Ready, go. I want you guys to try to follow 50 people a day at least. And if you find a page that you are finding a lot of good quality people from to follow, bookmark one of their posts. So for example, like let's say I really liked this girl and I found some good people on her page, then I can take one of her posts like this and I can bookmark and save it to a collection for people to follow. And then I can go into that collection and I can go find people from that collection. Like I can go to that collection, I can click on one of the posts, and that's someone that I can go find other people from. So right now we are finding new people to follow and expanding our network. Or if there's a brand you really like, you can go to a brand, brands, location, friends of friends. Those are all good ones. So, for example, I find that it's hard for me to search like hashtag retired athlete and find athletes. But if I find like an athlete that I know, I can go to their page and I can usually find other athletes from there. So that's just like an example. And Instagram actually has when you go to someone's page and you go to their followers, then you can swipe over and you can see who their followers are, who they're following, and there's actually a tab for suggested, just like there is on Facebook, the suggested mutual like people to add. There's a tab on Instagram for that as well. So I go to there and I'll find people because it's going to pick people that are similar to the people in my page, which is what I want. And obviously, you want to be only following people that are your tribe, because we don't just want followers. And if they're not your tribe, then they're definitely not going to follow you back, which is why it's really important that your posts, you have good quality posts on your feed so that when they come back to your page to see who you are and decide if they want to follow you, is there something there that would make you want to follow you? Think about that. Okay, we're done. Woo! Hopefully you guys got a lot of stuff done in that time. If you didn't, then go back and get some more done. But you guys, I hope that you crushed that. And I hope it was helpful. If you guys have any questions or anything for me, let me know. Feel free to drop them in the comments after this or whatever. But hopefully you guys got a lot done. And if you missed part of it, go back, watch the recording, and get the rest done. And the other activities you should be doing on, your own time as well. Like you should definitely be working out, drinking Shakeology. You should be responding to likes and comments. So if people are commenting on your photos, then you need to be commenting back. That's going to help boost your engagement as well. And then following up, we didn't do that today, but I kind of do that while I'm inviting. If I come across someone I've already invited, then it's like a follow-up. But make sure you're sending follow-ups as well, because the fortune is in the follow-up, you guys. So I encourage that you make sure you're doing that as well. And then obviously contributing to your challenge group, checking in there, recognizing people, and doing the rest of your business activity tracker. So get that all checked off today. And if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. But I hope this was helpful, and hopefully I know I'm going to be seeing a bunch of you guys rank advancing on Thursday. We have till tomorrow night to get wherever you want to be. So if you aren't at your goals yet, put in the hustle, switch your mindset around, go back to the beginning of this where I shared with you guys where I was and how I went from Success Club 18 to 30 in 2 days and the shift I made, and go realize that we have a freaking gift to give people, and it is your job, it is your duty as a coach to go share this with others and bring them into this incredible opportunity that we have to offer and change some freaking life. So hopefully you slayed your Tuesday. So great to be on here. Do you have any certain criteria when you follow someone? What exactly do you mean for that? Do you need I went over like who I follow. Is that what you mean, or just like where I find people? I'm not sure what you mean by that question. I just try to find, I go to locations or friends of friends, like I go to followers and then I go to their followers and their followers. I go to locations, I go to brands. I find people that look like someone that I would want to connect with. I'm not looking for someone that I think is going to sign up for my challenge group. I'm going in and I'm genuinely finding people that I'm like, this chick looks cool. She looks like we could be really good friends. And I'm genuinely following them because I think that I want to be friends with this girl. So I don't know if that answers your question. Oh, like less than 2K followers. Yeah, I would try to stay under that, definitely, because you don't want to be following like these massive accounts, like big bloggers and stuff. They're great to find other people from, but that's probably not going to be where you're going to find people that you're actually going to bring into your business. So yeah, definitely people that are under. And then I also try to make sure that they have some recent posts or something, so that I'm not just following like a dead account. So that would be what I look for. Hopefully that helps. Okay, I gotta get going because I have a meeting to be at, but it was great hopping on with you guys. Hope you crushed your work, and I will see you guys advancing on Thursday. Bye.